Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia ora, arahana'a takahasha eatahara. Welcome to day number 14 of PEP, this personal empowerment and purpose. Yakahara ana atiara hatara hasanadiarata. Today we're listening to the goddess Kasihinatara hatatara tatarata. And what better tree than the goddess tree, the weeping willow, utur takanata arahatatara tata. We have three, the maiden, the mother, and the crone here. Not necessarily in age, but we have three, the three goddesses. Niarata arahatakesha, husanata arahatakariaratata. The weeping willow. We'll get to a white willow in a moment. Sa'ati takarana hatakariatata. The weeping willow has sustained us for thousands of years. We've made baskets. We make wicker from the weeping willow. Hutur takanata arhatara arshkana iriarana tikatara. And the name Wicca comes from it. Iska hatara. Koshana hatoro tokuratatarata. Let me see if I move it just a tad, is it going to help? Nope. Cha'arhana akahatitiara hatara. The weeping willow has been a part of many, many, many cultures. It grows all over Europe, and they brought it to the United States. From the branches, niara atakara, to making wicker, niara atikusha arahanatara tatitaha. In the white willow. Sahakati taharna hatitiara hatara titiara. The white willow, and we'll get to the grandmother tree in this in Ellison Park here soon. The white willow grows near swamps. The extensive root system Kasahana ta'atara kashana aturo tokototoro draws up the water, helps to drain the swamp, uses the water of the swamp. And the branches are nice and useful as well. Niara akahasaati takaratahna takarahatata. And they say that the white willow was an honest tree that she planted on the banks of the Euphrates with the intention that she was going to create her throne from it, the throne of the goddess. And then a flood came and washed away the tree. The goddess. Nutur akahara ati shika arata anata karatitirata. Oh, and we get a little light codes. Nohotor takaya ashana ekaha. Hatara aya hatarana huta takasha ahetihe. Nara hatara hatarati. Ura harahari hata. So kahanati harahatataratati. So we're going to go on a little walk here. Until we get to the grandmother tree. And you'll see why when we get there. In the meantime, we'll just talk about listening to the goddess. All the things that are a part of us. The divine feminine aspect our intuition, our inner knowing, our restful self. And the pine cone just dropped as confirmation. Kasahani tagadara tatara of the importance of the divine feminine aspects of who we are. On the right hand side, we're flanked by a row of Douglas firs. There are beech trees and walnut trees in here. Sa atur ka anatukara hasasira. And there are many trees on this path. The divine feminine aspect of each and every one of us. This inherent magic within. That when we focus and use our intention, brings it out. But we also allow the universe to work with us. That divine feminine aspect, the aspects of the goddess. And when we listen to the goddess, we can listen to the goddess by listening to the trees, by listening to nature, by feeling the trees. Tora anahaka ahera, husa anataka hatara hatatara. Nata arihisha atukahasa itit ana ahayaha. By listening to the flowers, to the birds, to the wind, to the earth itself, to the water. By listening with our inner ears, we are connecting with the goddess. The willow symbolizes strength, resilience. The cycles of life and death, our rootedness in Mother Earth. Blue jay. We have a little garden here with roses. And over here, another little garden with butterfly bush. Sahatara karanahitara tatara. And we have cottonwood, which is a poplar. Great hardwood tree. Sanota arhana akihara tata. The way the willow ebbs and flows with the breeze, yet still standing. The white willow absorbing the water. Normally a short-lived tree because it's prone to disease, because of the job that it does. Nahasa achiara tor hatkar shanara hatari hitiara tata. And yes, there are many aspects of the goddess that we're not going to talk about. Our Wicca siblings have many insights into the goddess, into the magical properties of the willow tree. We can connect with the goddess. We can pray to the goddess. We can invite in the goddess anywhere, wherever you feel most drawn. However you resonate, whatever's right for you. And you can change your mind from day to day. You may decide that today, the right day, the right way for me to connect in is by hugging the tree. You may decide that it's just to touch the leaves or just to admire the beauty of the tree. It's up to you. So hatar, kichi anahatitiri arahatar hakaya haha, nor hatar narati. More walnut trees. Kashahanata karahatita hata. Niara akahea tata sanatuguru hutora hashanatira. Sanara harahatira ha. There's an oak tree. Niora hataka ashanati hatara atananari hatara. Itora arhanana. Yet another sacred tree. Niora haka arasashishi aratati sanata tadi. Hara tiaran hatar tekatata. And if we back up, we can see its trunk in there. And we can see its leaves up there. The gimbal wants to go to. There we go. It wanted to do light codes. Up there. See, it wants to do light codes. Nata arhanaka arata. Shakara isanhata taharatita. Hutara ka atara titarata. 1221. Neoratatata. Let's see if the gimbal cooperates now. Kashahanata arati. Ucha aratata. There we go. We're back on track. Narata harataka herata. As we get closer to the swamp. And we'll mosey on in. Here is one of the white willows. But over there, there's the grandmother tree. Sahatukara asahane eratata. At least in this neck of the woods, it's the grandmother tree. And another utar ka aratahatari sanatika. Ucha arahatatarata. In a swamp white oak. Not quite the white oak that wants a video. Utar kana atiti arahanahatitara. The grandmother who gives sage advice. The grandmother who only knows how to love. The goddess. This tree has been here for quite some time. Na ta'atara hatara shanara tukurututu. When we listen to the grandmother, when we listen to our intuition, that loving advice inside, sa'atara ka'aranati raharatuhuru taharshanarata. Katahar atiharanahera. The roots run deep and wide. This tree is resilient, magnificent, absorbing the water, growing. Look at all the life that's around this tree. Sahatar ka'aranahirarati. Sha'ora urhana akatatira hatara. Nara hatatara. And even though branches break, Niara hasanati roro. The tree lives. What would you like to say, grandmother? Hosanara, icha hatar hakai hatar huha. Sanata hataka sha'arhe. Nar hakaaya hatata. So uta tara arkahiriara. Nar hati hahashana haturo. Hasawa aka aheda. Nar hakaya. Tasanahatira haraka. Nora hasanahatira. Kacha atita hataru hutur utanata. Nara hasana hakahe. Chaharara tikira. Nora hukoda hatara hatidaha. Kacha hatita hatara tatara tanaru. Sahatara hatata. And even though this branch or tree is growing basically sideways, Sasahana tukura taharira, it still thrives. It still thrives. Sahakatara tatara tukura tira. Tanahati tahatat atakananahati. Shawa arahatatihira hatara. When we listen to our intuition, every time we ground, when we feel at home on earth, when we go with the flow, when we see it with our heart center, when we feel with our heart, when we hear with our heart, we are communicating with the goddess. When we open up our crown, when we're in our lotus of awareness, we are connecting with the goddess. We are talking with the goddess. We are loving the goddess. We are allowing the goddess to live through us. Allowing the goddess to give us motivation, give us our pep talk. Ta'atar ka'ana horo atahara hatidaha. Nara hatara kanahatara. Supporting us when we don't think we're worthy. Supporting us when we need a grandmother's love. That non-judgmental love that's always there. Nahasa atakarata haya. Noro urhaka arhatatara sasisirata. She sees our light. She encourages our light. Nata atara ka atira harataharti. Nara hatara arkarhaya. Nosa ahakatitiya. Nahasa atahatitaha. Kotor narahata. Shahatarati. Sokoho nara. Achahatitaha. Kasahana atihira. Oro hotoro oro.